Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model math.
Pod leader.
That's not very elder.
Tall. Too small.
So nice to wear.
I guess.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of 2021. As long as this releases when we plan it to, a pod leader. Boom, boom, boom. My name is JW Crump, and you see lemons and limes, but yet it is also a setting where you had to be aware of yourself.
I'm Alexander Price, and they're all dead, dearie.
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and thank you, waitress.
And this is Cycle 10, Episode 9. For those about to walk, we salute you. Or the girl who thanks Paulina for moisturizer.
Would it have killed them to put in who are for
Yes.
those who are about to walk?
I was reading it word for word from my notes, and I still almost said it myself. Anchor.fm/pod leadem. There was a big pause, and I'm not going to change how I worded that because both of Alexander and Hannah looked at me and pointed, and I was like, me. What? Anchor.fm/pod leadem. That's how you can donate, everybody. That's fun.
That's how
Just
JW wakes up from a deep sleep.
Anchor.fm.
/pod leadem. You can donate for as little as 99 cents a month. That's basically just $12 a year for all this great content, but also nothing's ever going to go behind a paywall, just like Queen Camryn, which is very fun. Very fun. Donated. Again, there's 3 different levels. You can do the 99 cent, $4.99, or $9.99. We have a decent amount of people who do the $9.99, which is so very, very nice.
So unexpected.
If you want your New Year's resolution to be to give this podcast more money, I will not be mad at you.
It does help us with bonus content and all that good stuff. And y'all, I am following Smize Cream. I am taking daily notes. I'm figuring out when this is purchasable. I truly wanted you both to wake up on Christmas Day with melted Smize Cream in your stockings.
Listeners, JW is not just following Smize Cream. JW is also following DJ Splits, the memoji of Tyra's fake grandma character,
Wacky grandma emoji.
who is the co-founder of Smize Cream and head chef.
Now, y'all, we're just going to leave it at that because that's going to be a big part of our Smize Cream episode. I'm making sure that I take screenshots of every post.
Good. So before we get into the episode, I did my due diligence of watching the recap so that JW and Hannah don't have to.
You
And
are the
also-
one who.
Me and Hannah couldn't watch it because it was what? Top Model Confidential. That's the title of it, which is so stupid to me. I love it.
You reeled me in, JW.
So this was not a fun recap to watch, mostly because it went away from the this is the stuff you haven't seen to a lot of re-showing.
So more like a recap than a actual here's the the challenge used to do that. The shit they should have sown.
Yeah, because we see the full Fatima Shea fight again we have so much at the auditions, including 2 things we should have seen. Number 1, Mr. J comes in and teaches them modeling 101, or as he then says, expressions 101. Like he did a teach with them. And on the back of their composition books were mirrors.
Well, that's kind of cute.
Like they were all Times Person of the Year.
Yes. Also, Stacey Ann, this is for you, JW. Stacey Ann, at her audition, also sang a song which included the lyric, "My fierce, fierce lips." So when they get to the apartment, there's a lot of apartment drama. We learned that they had a bidet, and only Dominique was excited. Only Dominique.
Well,
Really?
she would be your only friend this cycle. Alexander.
Exactly. I love my bidet as well.
That's such a luxury, though.
Yeah. In going with...
Alexander was like, not really, JW, but okay, yes.
It's so accessible nowadays, JW.
Only if you're uncivilized.
Yeah. So remember how last episode I said we saw weird random footage of Fatima talking about Claire with her makeover wrap on?
Yeah.
We get weird Fatima post makeover footage talking about Kim. So I think they just literally asked Fatima to constantly talk about, what's your opinion on this person? What's your opinion on that person? Because she had full, long, straight hair. Yes.
She was like gone for 2 weeks at that point.
I know. But they didn't put the head wrap on her. It's crazy. There was, talking about Kim, there was a really cute, one good Amos moment. Okay. There was
Yay.
one good Amos moment. She was showing Kim how to use a coffee pot because Kim did not understand that you can't put a glass coffee pot on a gas range stove.
Oh boy.
And just was like, Kim, what are you doing? She was like, I'm trying to make hot cocoa. It's like, Kim, you just put it in and stir. It was very cute.
I
It was
love it.
for
Cocoa
Amos.
House.
Weird adding to Allison's chaotic energy.
Oh no.
She would eat cherry jello with A1 steak sauce.
I sat all the way back in my chair.
I don't know if I've ever been so stunned by anything you've ever said, Alexander.
I know.
Because no part of me would have finished that sentence after you said with A1 steak sauce.
Yeah.
Meal of a cynic.
That's the most cynical sauce available.
So dark. They begin. So this is where I have the conspiracy theory about this whole recap episode. We are setting up the characters of the women going forward through this recap episode. They try to gaslight us, saying they compare Dominique to Audition Eva, Melrose, and Jade.
What?
Yes.
In no way. Okay, we don't talk about it. Dominique's such a dork.
Yes.
She is not this.
She's like a happy puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so thrilled whenever she does anything even halfway decent.
She's excited to do Broadway.
We see Amos break multiple lamps.
That tracks.
Hannah, I've got some content for you.
Oh.
Marvita walked around the house totally naked. And then additional JW content. Stacey Ann didn't want to see her butt, but she did say, if I had a good body like Marvita, I also would be walking around naked. And I thought, oh, poor Stacey Ann. You have a fine body.
Yeah.
The girls did a wrestling night after a night of drinking in the pit. Where there was almost another concussion where someone, I think it was Claire fighting, where they almost hit their head.
Of course.
Hit their head. Marvita liked to give everyone massages.
We saw some of that.
But she gave everyone massages.
Aw.
Marvita started a new thing when they got the pink guitar because she just started singing what she sees. She did one of those.
It feels like this recap is setting up Marvita to win America's Next Top Model.
This was my favorite thing that Marvita song. Anya's in the room now. She just took a shower. About damn time.
Honestly, iconic. Release the single.
I'm not shocked that Anya is like a dirty barefoot nymph.
No.
Of all the people in this house, Anya is definitely most likely to go to Coachella.
If I shampoo my blonde, it will come away.
So we're seeing a ton of, in this next part I talk about, a ton of Stacey Ann and a ton of Fatima. Because Stacey Ann
Curious.
Yep. Stacey Ann gets her house music in the recap.
I love that they gave her her own theme, and that's what it was. Because it's not a bad song either. It's fun.
No. Tyra said that they were portraying different genres, and Amy went home for a lack of life experience and an inability to adapt.
Her life experience of R&B music?
Apparent lack of life experience. Apparently, she had a lack of. They can't even get their story straight in a recap. So they also went out another time to dance and have drinks. And then they get in the Fab Cab, and Stacey Ann goes, "You want to continue this party at home?" And pulls out a bottle of vodka from her shirt. And she's like, "They gave us a complimentary bottle, and I didn't want it to go to waste."
Stacey Ann stole that vodka.
that bottle.
Okay, and then they do their typical,
Oh my God. Now I'm just imagining. Hold up. I'm sorry. Hold up. I'm just imagining Mission Impossible style Stacey Ann descending with a rope and just her With the bottle back up.
Ninja is also there in a cat suit.
Yeah,
Yes.
with the lasers.
They did their typical, like who's gonna win, and then they say like this person, and then a description. I wrote down 3 because y'all aren't ready for these 3 descriptions. Will it be Stacey Ann, the lovely and melodious sweetie from Miami?
Melodious.
Well, she's got a melody.
Uh-huh.
It's hers.
Yep.
Mhm.
Anya, the ethereal and effervescent beauty from Hawaii.
I mean,
And
honestly,
Also, Tyra says Hawaii
Of course.
look good for Tyra for trying to pronounce one thing correctly.
or Fatima, the indomitable and exquisite girl from Boston.
Indomitable. I don't know if I've ever used her. Well, hold up. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone use that word out loud before.
Yeah. So that was the recap was not fun. Don't watch this one. This one wasn't a fun
Also, call Dominique indomitable.
one. So previously on Top Model, the models took over Manhattan. They walked like 6 blocks.
Took it over, baby. Took it over that Midtown.
Manhattan's never been the same.
And also it was a wet and wild photo shoot that went swimmingly for some.
Again, as Hannah would say, that's an actual pun. I'm fine
Yeah,
with it.
these are actual puns. You don't have to like them, but you do have to admit that they're actual puns.
There was some great top model math at the start of the episode proper where Whitney goes, wow, it's 7 and it was 14.
Okay. That is good Top Model math. But Whitney is monologuing to herself to get sound bites because she's always just talking out loud to the people in the room who are not listening.
I'm also going to argue, though, that no one in this house ever listens to each other anymore. I think everyone's so done with talking, and they're probably so thrilled that Claramy is gone and not just talking all the time. Think about the people we've lost. They've lost Amos, talking constantly. They've lost Marvita, just walking around
Singing.
nude all the time, singing. They've
A
lost
nude
Claire,
songstress.
talking just whenever anything is happening. They're probably like, let's get some quiet. Let's get some quiet in here.
They spend so much of this episode in their apartment. What happened? What was replaced?
Was there a snowstorm outside?
Clearly something happened with the photo shoot. This could not have been the photo shoot that they had planned to have.
No.
They tried so hard this whole episode to make it seem like so much more had happened than it did. But this was, if there was ever an episode of Top Model that you could describe as casual,
Right?
this was the most cash episode. I gotta point out a couple of fun things early
Please.
on. One, I looked down. I was typing notes or whatever I was, whatever I do. I looked down while I was watching the episode, heard Lauren talk, and literally didn't know a single thing she said and had to look up and be like, I had to rewind it and put the captions on because I was like, I literally don't know what Lauren said. I don't know a single word that came out of her mouth. And then we got the diary room of doom because we saw early Stacey Ann, and it wasn't a talking head. It wasn't as bad as Double E Amy this episode, but also we got a lot more Stacey Ann. And I was like, oh no.
And we've never had
Yep.
Stacey Ann.
Stacey Ann says, I'm tired of being stuck in the middle. And I wrote in all caps, no, not Stacey Ann.
I love that we all
not
have
now.
those notes. Because mine was just, oh no, Stacey Ann. We all have these notes now.
Here's the moment where I knew Dominique was Alexander's like avatar for this house.
Okay.
It's when she's talking about going abroad. They're going abroad soon. Dominique's seen the show, and she goes, I wonder what the grocery list will be like abroad. I'm like, Alexander would totally be like, so what are we actually going to get to like do and eat?
Did
Yeah.
everyone just learn the word abroad? Did the show just learn the word abroad?
Because they used to always say,
Tyra sent out
Overseas.
a Tyra memo that said abroad is the word.
yeah, they used to always say overseas. And so part of me was like, is the location not going to actually technically be overseas?
Or
But then that's
Or-
not true at all.
is it Paulina's doing? Is she's like, no. That's not the correct term that we use. We're going abroad.
Overseas, that's Eastern European tacky, and
Yeah,
I won't have it.
They don't use abroad correctly.
No. Okay. Now we have to get into the very questionable situation that this episode surrounds itself in.
Guys, this is not the most fast-paced, adventurous of episodes. Part of me, the masochistic part, wants to rewatch this episode and count how many times the words travel, document, travels, and documents are used.
Okay.
I would add consulate. A word I never thought we'd hear in Top Model.
So I did some research about what's going on, because you'll notice Fatima also says that she lost the travel document in Atlanta. And you might be thinking, why did she lose it in Atlanta? Let me tell you. Fatima attended Bryn Mawr in 2004, then transferred to Spelman College in Atlanta for 1 year, then transferred to New NYU for pre-med and political science, then did Top Model, then transferred back to Bryn Mawr. So she lost she lost that document at least a year before she got to it. Now, this document the reason why it's a problem is they can't issue this document unless you give it back to them. Like, they can't reissue it unless you give it back to them, or you have like a lot of proof of why you don't have it, why you lost it. This should have all been taken care of months ago. And that she just thought that she would get away with it until someone clearly said, you're not going to get away with it. And some producer softly over the phone tells her, we've talked with your lawyers. And
How many lawyers does she have also? Because her lawyers are referred to, there's definitely a female lawyer and a male lawyer.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd watch that show.
Female lawyer and male lawyer. Dot, dot. So much.
It'll never work. She's a female.
Listeners, you don't get the full Podleadum experience because you don't realize how many shoulder shimmies happen on this Zoom call.
So many.
You know how I like to punctuate a podcast audio only joke with body movement? Oh man, I have so many plot lines for female lawyer, male lawyer.
Good, write it. TM.
Their ideas are different, but only based on their gender.
You know who comes out looking great this episode? Anya. Anya is super knowledgeable about travel documents and consulates. Anya is a wonderful ray of effervescent and ethereal light.
Anya looks great in the weird confessional lighting somehow.
Yeah, and I love her being like, call the consulate every single day. You know who's done this before? Anya.
Anya.
She's done this before. She's gone from Russia, I guess, to here, right? To Hawaii.
This episode made me wonder about all the lives Anya has led. Because part of me also would believe you if you told me that Anya was a registered nurse.
Sure.
I believe you. I believe you if in a American Dad Roger the Alien situation, as soon as Fatima got to the consulate, it just was Anya.
She's also their lawyer. So she's like doing both sides.
She's female lawyer and male lawyer.
I love male lawyer. She just takes her hair and makes it like a mustache.
Same energy, no impression, all costuming. That's what I want.
And then Paulina,
also, for this announcement about Fatima's travels documents.
You mean her house meeting?
Dominique fully got pulled out of the shower?
Yes!
Because she's sitting there in a towel with the shower cap on?
Feels like this wasn't time sensitive enough for that.
Also, I don't think they care, Fatima.
No, Anya's being nice. Everyone else is like, well, I should probably get eliminated. I'm not going to be too bothered about this. Paulina also gets her own theme music, a la Stacey Ann, because she gets violin, jazz, just a little like plink, plink, plink.
See, this is where I'm saying something went wrong. There's no Tyra scroll to announce a Paulina teach.
No.
What is going on this episode?
I like to surmise that Paulina actually didn't tell Tyra she was going to do this.
She went rogue.
It does seem corrective and unplanned.
In the area. And Paulina is stunning. The ponytail, the sleek cash outfit. And this is fun. This is just fun. Tyra wishes her teachers were this much fun, truly.
Paulina is serving the number one look that I wish that I could pull off, that I will never pull off.
Ooh.
Hot, mean ballet teacher.
Yeah, she's all but starting the speech of, You want fame? Fame cost.
Hannah goes on her phone to see if Paulina's on Cameo. She
Yeah,
can
right.
get her.
She doesn't not give that energy because she says, Paulina lesson number 1, you have to actually talk.
It's interesting. I guess it makes sense that she and Tyra don't get along as much. They cordially hate each other so much when they both love improv.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
would watch that 2-person improv show.
When
Truly.
she said, I will be Miss Dubois, I lost it.
So, because again,
Perhaps a cosmetics company.
Perhaps. Let's say. Oh my gosh. These are all amazing. Anya, who just walks up, and they're basically supposed to interrupt this character of Miss Dubois at a party. All right.
Who's by herself, who's like in the corner by herself.
Right. Anya, how is your family doing? Alexandra's quote.
They're all dead, dearie.
And then Anya, no beat missed. I'm sorry to hear that, but I know you're a strong woman.
And then she says,
thank you.
Why, thank you.
Oh. Stacey Ann sells product that doesn't
Stacey Ann
exist.
is not bad.
She's not bad. And this is a thing you would actually start a conversation with if you knew someone's brand. You'd be like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, love the product, love the moisturizer. I use it every day. Can we chat? You know,
That's a great way of talking to someone you don't know.
yeah.
She used the only information she had.
Yes.
Start a
Miss
conversation.
Dubois, moisturizer.
Kat Zinnia does the only thing that's made me happy from Kat, where she takes a beer bottle, walks up, beer bottle at the height of her head, and pours it directly into Paulina's glass and asks if she wants more champagne. To which Paulina, as Mr. Dubois rightly says, like, thanks, waiter. Like,
Thank you, waitress.
America's
Like,
next top personal assistant.
she just doesn't know how to not.
Whitney is classist.
Oh my God.
Oh,
The last thing you want is for someone high in the business to think that you're rolls her eyes so hard, hired help at a party.
we couldn't get
Can we
past.
retire help as anything but a verb?
Please.
Yeah, we honestly should. There's no time that it's used as a noun that I think it wouldn't come across offensive in some way, shape, or form. Truly.
We've never referred to the help, quote unquote, as people doing this out of the kindness of their heart. They're either forced to or paid to.
It's like a sketch comedy, like, I'm so rich and above it, high status thing is to be like, oh, the help.
Right.
Like, it's never said like nice, like the help. But don't worry, that'll be flushed from your memory thanks to Dominique, who goes up and has the memory of a hummingbird and just comes up, hi, Paulina.
What's your name? Oh, I said it.
She both said the wrong name, then asked what her name is, and then says out loud that she said, I've never seen anyone do so poorly, so quickly.
Truly thinking about the grocery list this whole time.
Yeah. To be fair, Miss Dubois' first name could be Paulina.
Shut up. Absolutely, that's not what happened.
Miss Paulina Dubois.
It's so I love aggressively bad at a challenge, Dominique, and we get a lot of that. She's fun when she fails.
We don't see Whitney or Fatima do this part.
No.
But then we move on to scenario number 2.
Oh my
And
God.
my favorite thing about Paulina in this is how she situates herself in space.
Yep.
Okay, little camera crew over here. And then she places herself with her imaginary
Water bottle.
microphone. Oh my God, it was so perfect.
For a hot second, I thought she was going to play the camera crew
Yes.
because she had a water bottle. I was like, oh, she's going to like make that the camera. I was very confused for a second. And then she starts with Fatima, and Fatima doesn't know to stand up.
No.
And Paulina has to drag her to her level.
But she does sleep in the nude, apparently.
Yet now Paulina's playing a character of just enthusiastic, maybe ask a little bit TMI questions on like a red carpet.
And then we're going to be gaslit again about Dominique because they make it sound like she's so kooky. She just has a little bit of a rambling problem.
Yeah, I thought this
Her answer's fine.
Yeah,
Her answer's fine.
She went on a little too long. Granted.
And I think Paulina gives her good feedback later where she says, hey, you got to learn the beauty of a soundbite.
Yeah.
Got to succinct it up. I actually don't think this is gaslighting. I think this is what happened. And then we got proper feedback. Because I didn't think Dominique did poorly.
This is no worse than a Tyra Banks answer to a question.
The music on the show makes you want to think that she did worse than she did.
That's true. That's true. But you know who does as bad as we think? And the show also tells us is Whitney, who actually, Paulina says exactly what my critique was that it just, her eyes went totally blank. And she just talked so rehearsed.
She also tells a lie. You are not from the South, Whitney. You are from Florida.
It's very interesting to me, this narrative that she's created where she grew up in the South and being curvy was a good thing. And she didn't even know that it would be weird until she started modeling. Because
she's never had media ever.
But also, I don't think being curvy is ever universally a picnic.
No.
That being said, I do think that there is a prevailing narrative that people in the South, and it comes from this heteronormative, the husbands like it, like, I like a woman with a little meat on her bones. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like that is somewhat associated with the South. And again, if Whitney had just said the first half, like, well, I'm from the South, like, it could be cute. I'm from the South, and, you know, people love their curves in the South, but in the modeling world, I understand that it's going to be a little harder for a plus-size contestant. Done. Great answer. Gone. Wonderful. Tells you where you're from, even if you're lying about it. Like,
right.
But she has to be like, well, you know, I think curves are fine. And, you know, it's like she's
but
always
I'm not fat.
But I'm not fat or obese. And, you know, the modeling world needs to change, but just for me. It's like she's a robot that's like breaking down.
She's
sometimes.
The worst version of the April bot. But she's only got one story.
Oh, we're going to see April later.
I know.
It's the dead eyes that really make it a problem, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Paulina are right, JW.
Yeah. The nicest sentence.
We don't get any feedback on Fatima.
Fatima's got so much going on this episode that I feel like even Paulina was like, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, we're getting enough Fatima in the rest of the episode.
Still at the apartment, they decide to make potato pancakes. And I was very confused why latkes was not said earlier.
The death sound, the death knoll, if you will, of we decided we're going to make some potato pancakes. And I was like, what's going to happen? Why would you tell me that?
Is it Hanukkah?
Is it Hanukkah?
I don't know.
Who is celebrating Hanukkah?
Is cold weather season because we've seen so many iconic jackets from the ladies. Maybe, or maybe like around the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it does feel odd for them to film straight up during Christmas. Maybe that's why they couldn't go anywhere. Maybe everything was closed for the holidays.
Oh, conspiracy theory. Ding dong, ding dong, do 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 do. Maybe.
That was a Christmas conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Jingle jangle.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that. So
that caught me off guard so much, Alexander.
I like to surprise you. When I knew it was coming by the way that Lauren was cutting this onion.
Well,
the most wrong. Number one, she left it round. Why? You're not making onion rings.
The one time something round wasn't good. I beat you to it, Hannah.
You did.
Yeah.
Duped me.
When she cuts her finger, it cuts to everyone in the house, and Stacey Ann is just fully posing on a couch. What was Stacey Ann doing?
Practicing. So she cuts her finger through the nail.
They say that specifically so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And then a producer comes, which is very rare in Top Model. We only see producers for injuries.
Yeah. But then Fatima is a full bitch and is like, what a baby.
She's a big girl, so if she goes to the hospital, she must be in real pain.
She cut her finger through her nail. Of course she's going to the hospital.
Some things are just universally bad, right? Like, she's bleeding profusely.
What are you talking about?
And over in the corner, Anya is like fashioning a tourniquet.
I will save you, Lauren.
My training has built up to this.
Wolves, assemble! And then they all very delicately help her, which is my cute wolf.
But they all have like the old-fashioned nurse hats on.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. How call the midwife of Anya.
Yes.
You know what Fatima doesn't have?
Midwolf.
Perfect joke.
We all added to it.
Oh, I love how we worked together to make this.
We
Well,
were
because we have
just
to make up for how boring this stupid episode is.
Yeah, this is an episode we got to make our own fun in our home, just like they were. You know what Fatima doesn't have? I've realized it. Fatima doesn't have sympathy. That's what she
No.
doesn't have. It's not even
No.
an empathy thing. It's just literally like something bad happened to you. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's the full narrative of her, which is so ironic considering what happens to her and how nice, at least Anya and probably generally everyone was about it. But then she has a call with this another producer. Woo.
And this is where her lie begins to fall apart about her saying that, like, I've been working on this for a long time. And the producer legitimately says, you have not. It's too last minute. They're not going to give it to you.
The producer has a captions crunch that just says exhales deeply.
Yep.
Oh, that was so good. You know that they've had to talk to her over and over, and she's just like not getting it.
And she's also not being very helpful. She's mostly just upset. So she's not like, okay, how do I fix this? How do I do this? What's our best course of action? Is this even possible? It's just her being like, I did it.
I didn't know. I didn't know. You knew.
You knew.
But it's her whole thing of never being wrong.
This is the thing. As a person,
Yeah.
so yeah, my mother is not a United States citizen. She's been in this country longer than she's ever been anywhere else.
Oh.
She has a green card. You guard that thing with your fucking life.
Oh, I'd imagine so.
Yeah.
Because the process is not easy to redo that. So, and you would
Also,
know
I'm going to
that.
say, iconically, the United States has some difficult immigration policies and
Yep.
laws.
Yep, you should keep that in a safe somewhere. You shouldn't have just lost it in Atlanta and then not worried about it.
What did you bet it at a poker game? What do you
Jesus.
mean? Like it's just so casual. Whitney now calls them latkes, which did also make me happy that someone finally said that.
I was just thrilled that she pronounced it right.
Didn't
Yeah.
say latkeys.
No latkes, yeah.
Yeah. And then, y'all, this is when this episode I love soda. And I had the perfect journey with this episode because a little bit earlier in the episode, I saw someone drinking a 7-Up and I was like, oh, a 7-Up, that's specific. Oh, neat that they showed that. And then they get a gift from 7-Up.
Yeah, make way for the real stars of this episode. Lemons
Yeah.
and limes.
Lemons and limes.
I think this is all thriller, no filler from start to finish. They get a note, they read it, and the best part of it is that it's going to be a, quote, green carpet event. Lovely.
Did anyone else catch Anya saying, don't hurt the lemons and limes?
Yes. Oh.
What a perfect human.
Right? The note that you referenced, GW,
Mhm.
refers to Jay Godfrey as a New York fashion auteur.
Mm-hmm. Something tells me you're going to tell me that's not correct.
What is a fashion auteur?
Artur. Whitney also pronounces it Artur.
What is that implying? He creates fantastical stories about outfits? Because that's not the dresses we see.
Maybe they're fantastical because they've got all natural lemon and lime flavors. You tell me you're not a 7-Up auteur.
So Whitney sucks, and
Give her the tiniest little niblet of credit.
Yum, yum, yum.
She looked cute in those glasses.
She does look good in
She
glasses.
did look good in glasses.
She could, you know what Whitney could actually really sell? A commercial glasses ad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly.
face.
Yeah. Half of this episode, by the way, is them predicting when something is a challenge or a teach. There are so many interviews of everyone being like, so we assumed it's a challenge. Everything's a challenge or a teach or a photo shoot.
Yeah. But Whitney says that if you're going to a party and trying to impress people, then your looks are a big thing. And being a plus size model puts me at a disadvantage. Anya says, no, it doesn't.
Yep. I love this.
It just makes you, it's just, for sure it does in the modeling world, unless it's like a plus size party.
Which, first of all, y'all invite me to that.
Uh-huh.
That has the best food, right? The plus size party?
I mean,
Because what is she talking about?
Again, she's trying. Remember how Cycle 5 Kim sometimes disclaimed stuff so that when she failed, it was she could blame it on that. I have a feeling Whitney has a habit of that. She's such an interesting person because at the same time of trying to like glorify it, like being a plus size model, she also uses it as a pre-disclaimer. So in case she fails, in her head, she can just say like, "Oh, I was never going to win that because I'm plus."
I'm amazing because I'm plus size. So if I fail, it's on you because nobody likes plus size.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, look, I don't think that's what green carpet events are all about. Can I tell you?
It's frustrating because it's partially true.
Sure.
I'm telling you, Whitney is the absolute queen and lord and monarch of saying things that you're just like, half of that's true. And you wish you realized which half.
The queen of the technical truth.
Yeah.
Did anyone else catch on the kitchen counter, there was a book that was the top model's guide to who's who. So they had a book of who was going to be at the party.
That's kind of cool.
The one useful thing they've done so far.
How very Devil Was Prada. I loved the casual, sweet entrance of Courtney Kish, who literally, I don't think knew if she could come in. I was like, hello, guys. Can I come in? And everyone's like, I guess. We don't know who you are.
We don't have keys.
And then she's just like, dresses. And they're like, wow. Anya specifically is like, oh, no, it was Stacey Ann who's like, she saved me.
You saved my life, Courtney Kish.
Who introduces herself as fashion designer Jay Godfrey's director of styling.
Long title. We'll talk about, I love that this is the first time I feel like we're actually going to get to really discuss individual outfits. Let's save it for this step and repeat.
Yes.
Because we really get to see everything just enough to talk about it. And everyone's outfits are very different.
Except they're all very Forever 21.
Yeah. They finally leave the apartment and head to Hearst Tower.
Was this cycle secretly sponsored by Hearst?
Seemingly.
Oh, interestingly.
They meet Laura Spencer, the insider.
Lara.
The insider. Which made me think she was like a superhero.
Lara Spencer to me is iconically E.T. insider. She has the perfect voice for these kind of interviews. Like when I would do an impression of these kind of interviewers, she is what I would do. And I love that energy. There's such a specific energy to that ET insider interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she crystallizes it.
She also says a full nonsense sentence.
Yeah.
I believe it's to Jay Godfrey in the form of a question, which is, what are you sort of eyeing in on? You know how when people eye in on things?
And Jay Godfrey never gives one sentence or answer to anything in this episode that has a specific in it. Jay Godfrey is just like, it might as well have just said, well, this is a party and I'm looking at models and one of the models is going to win. And you're like, well, I guess so.
I have a captions crunch that's a Tyron crunch.
Oh.
Because Jay Godfrey's Tyron is just fashion design.
He is fashion design.
You know,
that's an auteur.
I really prefer the crunchy Tyrons to the creamy Tyrons.
Also, is Jay Godfrey a short villain from a CW drama?
He gave me such Gossip Girl vibes.
Right? He was
Allison
so tiny.
Wishes.
So tiny.
Wishes.
Not a season-long villain, a one-episode villain.
Yeah, I would even maybe give him the 3-episode arc, but yeah, I feel you.
He ain't no Cece.
Whoop, whoop. Wait, were you talking about Cece from Gossip Girl or Cece from Pretty Little Liars?
Cece from Gossip Girl.
I gotta say, a lot of Cece's are bad people.
Before we get to the girls' tacky dresses, the judges walk the runway, and Miss J is wearing a leftover outfit from last season because it's covered in skulls.
Yeah, right.
And apparently, Paulina and Rick Ocasek were still together at this point.
Okay, can I get into this now?
Yeah, do it.
Rick Ocasek.
Sure.
Okay. So Paulina was married to Rick Ocasek for a long time, but then they separated in 2017 and never officially divorced.
Oh,
He died in 2019.
The story is wild.
It's wild. So strap in.
okay.
So they, even though they were separated, Paulina thought that they were on very good terms. They shared a home together. She accompanied him to his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then he got sick. They kept it very secret. And Paulina took care of him.
Okay.
He had heart surgery, was diagnosed with cancer,
Oh.
and a couple weeks before he died, he wrote Paulina completely out of his will because she abandoned him. Okay. She's currently in litigation to get a third of his estate, and she's been really quiet about it, but she put something out in November on her Instagram, and I want to read it because I actually think it's pretty amazing and speaks to the kind of person Paulina is.
Oh, cool.
Friends, your support and love has been immensely helpful. Thank you all. I wish I could do the same for every one of you. That said, I'd like to clear up some misconceptions. If you follow me because you believe I'm a tragic romantic widow bereft of the great love of her life, you may want to unfollow. While my love for my husband was steady and my trust in him absolute, I was clearly delusional. I believed I knew him. I believed we had the same definition of love. Grieving him is an equal amount of heartbreak and rage. If you follow me because the fall from supermodel to pauper makes me more relatable, also unfollow. I'm not penniless. I'm not allowed to share my situation since we're in litigation, but I'm still an incredibly privileged person with nothing to cry about except for my own stupidity. This is what I have to face now, myself, my mistakes, of which there are many, and I have no doubt if I'm lucky, I'll make lots more. Hashtag older yet not wiser.
Wow.
That might be the perfect way to respond to that.
Yeah,
Right?
that's amazing.
Acknowledging your own privilege, talking about hey, if you're looking for this narrative, it's not true, it's not there. Also taking some responsibility for own naivete while
Right.
still acknowledging hey, this is a shitty situation.
Yeah, I'm here for sympathy, but keep your pity.
Oh, I want to put that on some greeting cards.
Ooh.
Again, outside, I'm here for your sympathy, open, but not your pity.
TM, 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 TM.
Happy New Year.
Congrats on the baby.
Poor Stacey Ann.
Oh.
Her hair looked nice.
Why do you think she was selling this dress so hard, panel?
Because nothing else was gonna. This is gross. This is gross, right? This pink and gold?
Yes.
It's like if a scrunchie mutated into turning into a dress.
Yeah.
What did they do to Katarzyna's hair?
Just sexed it up real quick.
I mean, they kind of gave her black lingerie.
Yeah.
That Anya got one of the better dresses.
Oh, yeah.
Anya got that pink number that the pink's a little much, but it kind of works with her hair. The hairstylist just had fun with her hair because they gave her a braid, then hit it.
It was very Paris Hilton styling.
Yeah. But it really worked for her, and Anya's being real good. Whitney got a sexy dress. I think it was kind of interesting.
Whitney's was inappropriate.
Yeah, Whitney
Her
looked
breasts almost fell out.
It had both no shape and way too much shape.
Yes.
to me, it was still one of the more successful ones. And I was like, it's interesting that I feel like you got to really show your body sexy dress as a plus size model, despite all the stuff you just said about well, I'll never fit in here.
Right.
Lauren, they put in a plain black dress and on the step and repeat, she cussed.
Well, if we're talking about the step and repeats, we can't skip over Whitney's answer about being plus size, which goes, the majority of the women in America actually eat regularly.
Woo!
So I definitely think that it's important to represent the country that you're representing.
Woo!
The pause she took as her wait for laugh. There's no laugh. Okay.
Also, Lara Spencer looked not happy with this.
No, and I feel like that was professional Lara Spencer being like, I set you up.
For easy.
You
one.
should knock this out of the park.
Yeah.
I think she was setting all these women up for success.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's her vibe. She's not there to get you.
Which is why it's so frustrating when they completely biff it.
She literally asked them all, who are you wearing, knowing they all have the same answer and have met and heard that name 1,000 times. Dominique says, I'm wearing Jade Giorgio. And I'm like, wow, you could have been like my friend Jay if you only knew Jay. You could have figured that out. Gorgeous dress, though.
She looked good.
She looked good. But yeah, again, I want to like Dominique, but man, she just whiffs and biffs all the time.
All
We
over.
don't see Fatima at the step and repeat. And I wonder if it's because the bow was eating her.
I think we only see Fatima's travel drama so that we can forget about everything else about Fatima.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She is not strong in this episode. I get that she probably is also worried and upset, but like she clearly can't turn it off.
It's notable, the absence of
Yeah.
her. Dominique says a sentence. So we walk into the 7-Up party and there's lemons and limes and
Yep.
I love it.
But that was so much more. I mean, that was my opening quote. But
Yeah.
yet it is a setting where you had to be aware of yourself.
You know, it's so hard because usually when you see lemons and limes, you can really just let yourself go.
Yeah, that many. Jasleen is there and a couple of top model people there. I gotta say, this looks like a real party.
Yeah.
It's pretty full.
We see straight hair and Choquette.
Yes, who looks great, honestly. Again, and Choquette was at work and not presenting. So
Lauren
she's
has
fine.
a moment where she says, you shouldn't have to change yourself to be like those girls on TV who win. And I'm like, this was all she had to do to make it to the end
That's
of this
true.
cycle, was
Yep.
just to talk that line and walk that walk.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is a better Lauren moment. She like honestly cutting her finger might have been the best thing that ever happened to her because
Gave her
I
a
think she
story.
was so focused on the pain and also knew that everyone was going to ask about that she like just it gave her some confidence. Because we didn't talk about Lauren, but Lauren really looked. I mean, we did a little bit, but like
Gorgeous.
she looked gorgeous.
I love
She
the
looked like a
curly
model.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really did.
Whitney, for some reason, brings up Texas, but then can't follow up with a lie. Because someone clearly was like, oh, I'm from Texas. And she's like, oh, I have family in Texas. He's like, oh, where? And then she went, I don't really know, but they're all over. Like,
Nigel hates Whitney in this moment. Nigel is like rolling his eyes to her face.
Yeah. She leaves and he says to the unseen conversation partner, what was that?
Anya does the best version of let's talk about the weather. Because Anya's like, I have a narrative. It's cold here. Do. Cold here. Cold here. Getting used to it. Cold here. Wow. Perfect, Anya. That's all you need, girl.
you say that, and the show treats it well. But then they basically do the same thing to Stacey Ann and give her like
Stacey Ann does the same thing, and who says the
music.
same thing like, I'm from Miami and New York's different. And they're like, what a fool. And Stacey Ann did the biggest mistake of her life when she saw a platform for picture taking and stood on it.
That
And
was a
Paulina
trap.
all but shot an arrow into her heart.
What a maroon. To use the thing as it's intended.
Also, you can just tell that Whitney. Okay, so they get to the little, like, the end of it. And we get to see all of them lined up again. And they're going to give them some feedback. And Whitney thinks she has this in the bag. When they say something, I think it's Jay has said something about being natural. Whitney goes, uh-huh. You mean me?
Hand on her hip.
Natural, Whitney?
All natural. These curves, natural.
I've
Lee
eaten.
Spencer describes their challenge as, you also have to deal with me, the media. I'm the media. Deal with me.
But it seems like their presence at the party has no bearing.
No bearing.
Oh, I thought that was what won it for Anya.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I think it did. Anya had a good. Anya is likable, and she can talk, and it also falls in line with what we saw in the Paulina teach. Like Anya knows how to do this, and then she wins, and we get a night sky Whitney quick camera where Whitney says that, well, Anya isn't the brightest star in the sky, and I'm like, what? First of all, what does that have to do with the challenge?
nothing.
Second of all, Anya is not stupid
No, you just think she is.
because she has, according to you, funny voice. Why? Apparently, none of the guests minded her accent.
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get into that in a couple minutes
Oh.
here.
Anya wins a real prize and yet also somehow wins her second nude shoot.
Yes.
The only thing she wins.
So she wins a 7-Up photo shoot where she's going to be posing au naturel because
Because
7-Up.
as you know, 7-Up now is 100% natural.
She's so happy to be with the limes and the lemons.
You know what? The way they do the nudity in this shoot is the correct way, where it doesn't look like she woke up naked next to you.
Oh, this is a real ad.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't, she's mostly covered, really.
Yeah.
Not only is it a real, and you can tell it's a real ad because she gets paid real ad money.
And that everyone is pissed about.
Hold up. Yes, I have to slow this train down, though. It's a real ad because we saw the real magazine page.
Yeah, true.
It also, her blonde hair works perfectly for this. This was so lemon, so lime. Love it. Then this dude, and I say dude because it's just some guy who brings back a box of lemons and limes. And Anya is truly thrilled just because she thinks she gets lemons and limes. And he has to be like, there's more in the bottom. You got to say.
Well, apparently 7-Up loves giving boxes of things with hidden prizes.
Let me tell you this. I think when you have something like this, any press kit, they better have lemons and limes in it. Are you kidding me?
Of course.
That's what I want from 7-Up or Diet 7-Up, as we saw a lot of icons of.
Unless it's cran 7-Up, and then you get a crate of cranberries.
Just loose and wet. Just cans of the sauce. She looks at and she opens a thing and she's like, you've lived the life of a supermodel and now you need to get paid like a supermodel. So here's $10,000. And that is amazing. But also I was like, no, they're really running this ad, so they had to pay you.
Yeah.
This is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's not an advertorial where they can apparently get away with not paying models.
But I'm going to say it, in the top models that we've watched so far, this is one of the best prizes.
It has to be the best prize ever.
A real ad for a recognizable brand. The photo was really cool, and
it's not a dinner.
Well, for Anya it was, because you know she ate those limes and lemons. Yum, 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 yum.
And then she brought the crate of them home.
Oh my God. And someone asked her, what's that? And she's like, it's like, she doesn't even start by talking about the experience. She's just so excited to get more limes and lemons. We have to look. Oh, they travel abroad so quickly. But I wonder if Anya's suitcase just had a bunch of loose limes and lemons in there.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
Go further with the American Express Business Gold Card. Earn 3 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels when you book through AmexTravel.com. Whether your destination is a business conference or a client meeting, your purchases will help you earn more points for future trips. Experience more on your travels with Amex Business Gold. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
We then learn that Fatima gets an appointment for the next morning at 9 a.m.
Here's my question. Were the producers really hoping to get Fatima off the show?
Seems like it.
Were they so tired of dealing with all of this that they were like,
we're going to schedule
not
you at the
making this
same
photo
time?
shoot? Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it seems like.
Here's the thing. If the producers of this show wanted to make life easy for Fatima, they could have. Because the producers of the show could have been like, hey, there's someone who has big issues with going abroad, but we've got them on an appointment. We will shift everything a day.
We'll just take a day off to do this.
Now, could you also argue that maybe that's not fair to the other contestants who are ready to go? Sure. I'm just saying there's the option that they could have made life easier, and they decide to make it as impossible as it can be by making it on the same date as an
They
ad.
were at the apartment so long.
Captions Crunch gave up on this Tyra scroll because they just scream it. Because the Tyra scroll reads like they're going abroad that minute. And then they're just, screaming.
Do these ladies think that abroad is a specific place?
Maybe.
I love how obsessed you are with the broad.
Because none of them seem to think that it's suspicious that they are not told a destination.
Lauren seems to see a trick.
Oh, Lauren does. She literally says there's a trick here. I think it's very interesting. Maybe a broad to them is like how Oceania used to be for me, where I was like, that's not real. Oceania? What kind of fantasy Atlantis BS is that?
Maybe it's like the Isle of Man.
Ooh, the land of abroad.
Oh.
Fatima gets in her non-fab cab to go to the consulate.
The
Drab
notably,
cab.
the drab cab. Perfect.
I also love that we get constant updates about time.
To the minute. To the minute.
And the fab cab, which airport is this?
What airport is this? I agree.
It felt very private planey, right?
Yeah, it didn't seem, it definitely wasn't LaGuardia. Definitely.
Short personal story. When my husband and I started dating, we were long distance. And he came to visit me. He flew from San Francisco to come visit me. I was living in Brooklyn at the time. And I was like, oh, what airport are you flying into? LaGuardia? JFK? And he went, no, the Long Island airport. And I was like,
the hell?
Do I want this relationship?
Oh.
So maybe it was the Long Island airport. I don't know.
Maybe.
Did Kat's hair get shorter in her confessionals? It looks like it's like above her ears now.
I don't know what's going on. Kat's hair goes on such a journey this episode.
I think it's Stacey Ann that says they stayed up all night packing. And I'm like, why?
Why?
I feel like everyone had a suitcase worth of stuff, but sure. When they get there and they run up, except for Stacey Ann, who's walking for some reason, but everyone else runs up and Mr. J's there. He's open in front of a plane. Anyone would think they were just getting in. And he announces, but there's a photo shoot first. Literally, the wah wah horn plays and caption says, wah wah horn plays.
The best crunchy caption of all time.
I just love when Jay says things like, we're actually doing a group photo. You're actually helping me out today. Because it's never like true. The actuallys are his literally.
Yes. Now, listen to this description of the photo because it will never happen.
I didn't understand it until they were looking at it.
But even still, each of you will get a feature position in front, but then we'll all composite them for panel. That doesn't make sense because what I thought was going to happen was it's just multiple group shots. One of you is the focus, but the rest of you are always going to be background actors.
Which would be best thing to do.
But that's an interesting challenge.
A la the photo booth in London.
Uh-huh.
Sure. That's 100% what this felt like. But then, nope. We just get a composited photo of what seems like everyone's best from any shot.
Any shot. That's the weirdest thing. Because only one person, because the person in the front has these round old suitcases that you can't then have anyone else hold those round suitcases. And also they're going upstairs.
You can't Photoshop everyone on the stairs. It's not what he says it is, even with ADR.
No. But they have to be off the tarmac by 3 p.m.
Oh my God. I love the idea that at that point, another plane's just going to land and all the girls are running.
I was going to say that's when the planes start. So it's just like
sucks them up. Oh no.
Stacey Ann. So then Fatima decides she needs to go talk to Jay.
This is what a nothing
at Crafty
conversation.
He's getting food and she's like, hey, I need to let you know. Number one, was Jay not told by producers?
Doesn't feel like he was.
Because he seems flabbergasted at this information.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, I actually need to go. I can't do this shoot. I have a meeting at the consulate for my travel documents. And he's like, okay, I guess we're not holding this. So like, bye.
And his emotional response is correct. But he also says the sentence when talking about Fatima's attitude towards her travel documents. To me, that looks a little laxed.
Laxed?
That's the airport, LAXed.
Bill Huelberger? I don't know how his name. Hoyaberger. It's said weird. It's not said how it's spelled.
I thought Mr. J said Hoyaberger.
Okay.
I love that one of his photos is a sepia tone flashback of Tyra.
I love how it's always they've shot so many things, even Tyra. Always.
It's so funny too because they word it like that, but you can always just be like, yeah, it kind of makes sense that literally every photographer we'll ever meet will work with Tyra because she's probably worked with literally 1,000 photographers.
Well, and also that's who you would get to come to your show.
And they're your buds, at least, or colleagues. This is cold, and they're blowing a fan on them, which seems cruel.
Yeah.
Why the fan?
You can't see it in any photo because they mostly have hats on.
Why do they have all the girls leaping at the same time?
The first time that Mr. J said go, and they all did the same one leg up pose was unintentionally hilarious.
And another streak for this show. I can't tell what the tone of this photo was supposed to be. Was it supposed to be super campy? Like
everyone takes it a very different direction.
There's some sort of no man's land between, hey, Stacey Ann, as you're getting on this plane, pretend to use your puff and put blush on your cheeks, but don't make it too posy.
Like, is this supposed to be jet setter, fabulous, super high-end Pan Am? Or is this supposed to be kitschy, fun, drag racy-esque? Like jet setters.
It
depends on who it is and if the panel likes them or not.
I just wish more often not only would we get a description of what the photo shoot is, but what it's supposed to be.
Agreed.
Because sometimes that's one of the nice things about stuff like Fashion Wish is I'm like, well, that's campy.
Mm-hmm.
Fatima's definitely late to her appointment because it says that she got there at 9:00. Your appointment was at 9 and you're not in the building outside the door at 8:50.
Thank goodness we got that B-roll of that giant consulate waiting line. So I'm just going to run through them right now real quick. We're going to get a 12:45 where she gets the document. Great. And a 2:55 where she's on her way back and Fatima notices the dressers are leaving.
Okay, that's crazy though, right? Think about that statement. The people that did the wardrobe left. They're all still in wardrobe.
Yup.
I have no idea.
Also, Fatima definitely thinks she's on Amazing Race because she's telling her cab driver to go faster. She's in a competition.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, we got to be off the tarmac at 3. Go into this building.
And they're thrilled to go inside and get warmed up.
It's a hangar. They must have still been so cold.
So cold. There are risers for no reason, and they're all covered in drapes.
Ladies, take your places on the stage here.
I will say, I totally forgot that they did this.
I did too.
Directly afterwards.
This is the one thing from this season I definitely remember.
Oh, I didn't remember it for one solitary second.
What I didn't remember is I was like, oh, no Tyra photo, and then never mind. It just is after a commercial break.
Where she's a flight attendant with a lot of balance.
And a lot of loose grapes.
Yeah, loose grapes.
Which is specifically what Stacey Ann was not supposed to be.
And, yes, and Tyra's doing the same face. These last few photos, she's always doing the, every photo. Ooh. Ooh.
The ADR is thick on this. Yep, that's right. There's going to be an elimination right now. But then a real, hey, where's Fatima and Anya? We don't know. I'm so worried. Does Tyra have a fake mole?
Yes,
Ooh.
she does.
Wow.
She does have a fake mole.
It was so prominent.
How very Court of the Sun King of her.
Okay. Is Tyra actually an amazing actress? Because when she says, where's Fatima? And being like, huh? What happened to Fatima? This is a lie, right? This is acting. This is actually acting. How
at
could
the
Tyra
very
not
least,
know?
Mr. J would have told her at this point, if no one else.
How does Tyra not know that she didn't have her travel documents and they set all this up? I can't believe that's true.
I don't know.
She really seems like she doesn't, though, which is kind of hilarious.
That's what I'm saying.
And then luckily, Fatima appears right then.
How long was she waiting outside those doors?
Hours. She could have done her photo shoot at that point.
The girls are all gorgeous and dolled up, but you're not.
Mr. J is the guest judge because of course he has to be.
Right. Because they weren't going to have anyone else do this.
And as soon as judging is over, they're all going to go to the abroad location. The abroad location.
You won't have a picture. In the history of Top Model, those girls generally go home. We'll learn later that that's not true.
And also, no one has missed a photo shoot because they're sick.
Oh, yeah.
They've always done it.
Monique did.
Oh, you're
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Did
She
go
is the
home?
only one, though.
Okay. But otherwise, it's like, oh, I'm sick. I'm still doing the photo shoot.
Right. Monique was the one example of not, unfortunately.
But then we don't get a Monique reference.
I'm so mad that this could have been a bobblehead photo shoot.
Yes. Unless we learn next episode that they did use these photos as bobblehead photos.
Or like a glamorous passport photo shoot.
Oh, all fun. Just a whole season of plain stuff. That's
but
what
instead, we get one shitty picture that we're going to look at over.
I can't believe this is one picture. It's so weird.
When were these photos chosen? When was this composited? What is the timeline?
Yes.
Was there someone just working feverishly on the sides to make this happen? Because they're not in front of a green screen. It could have been that easy to edit this.
And we know that Tyra usually goes through the film. Did Tyra go through this film? Because if she had, she would have known the Fatima didn't have a picture.
This is weird. But also, they definitely are finishing the photo shoot and going directly into this.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why we only get one photo. Because they're like, oh, we didn't have time.
Maybe they edit in the photo later and the girls are just staring at a blank screen. Like, but
no, because they had time to print out the photos.
I know. I just think it's
which is
funny
also
because,
crazy.
The smallest part of me, since at the very end, spoiler, we see a blank photo, is like they're all blank. And she was just like, oh, I didn't get these printed yet.
This probably altogether has to be one of the worst photos in top model history, though, right?
The collection of it, yeah. I think some of the individual ones are fine.
No, as one photo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's not really anyone's best.
Well, and because...
there's some good ones in here, though.
Because they did this patchwork compositing job, it makes the plane look fake.
Yep.
Yes.
And the whole point of the shoot was this real live plane.
On a real life tarmac.
This impossible to get plane.
They name check it. This Dassault's Falcon.
So
you know
funny.
who looks great, though? Paulina in her little beret.
Little hat. Love, love, love.
Katarzyna's first. Why, before we get to the photo, why do we have a new storyline for Katarzyna that she's stuck up?
Nigel saying that is so weird. You do that very well and very naturally. What? Okay.
Well, you know, if a woman is quiet, it means she's an asshole.
Because she's not saying how much she wants to fuck you, Nigel.
Oh, her pictures.
It's fine. It's good. She's in the back. She's like fully 5 feet away from Dominique.
She looks, again, it's not her fault, but she looks really tiny because I
think
so small. Little girl lost. And I do love what Miss J says, like, oh, I just wish gloves were in that hand. And I was like, yeah, that would have been pretty great.
Yeah.
But we do get a definition of what jet set is, which is I'm all that and you're not. That's jet set.
Not wrong.
Lauren is next. I think it's an okay photo.
I think actually this is pretty darn good.
I really liked this photo.
Me too.
I thought it was very 1940s film noir.
Sure.
Movie still.
Eliminate the rest of the girls from this photo and this could be an ad for something.
Yes.
That's true, for luggage. Or that coat.
Oh,
Yep.
Literally anything. The hat, the plane.
I will say, it's a little funny. It's not her fault. It looks like she has a slip on because of the tininess of the dress slipping out underneath the coat.
Sure.
Also because the dress is so pale, it looks like a little like the Marvita patented naked under a coat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I really like it. I think it's quite good.
Her tiptoes.
Yeah.
Tippy toe on an extended leg.
To be fair, Lauren got the best position.
Well, she got the one that they all got at some point. So
That
some
they all
part of
should
me
have been judged on.
some part of me thinks, well, her picture was the best, and that's why they gave her this lead role, kind of, which would have been interesting to discuss, but we don't.
No.
Nigel talks about how much better she was at the party, and then talks to her about how she's at judging, and literally just goes, "Why are you like this?" And she responds, "I don't know."
No.
To be fair, I've had that criticism at this point because I'm like, Lauren, you can talk to people. You can socialize. You're a great model. Why are you still so nervous?
This is the rare moment where I'm on Nigel's side.
Yeah.
Why are you like this?
Tell us. Just talk to us about it. We'll accept any explanation, Lauren.
Dominique is next. Is this the first time we hear booty tooch?
Oh, maybe.
Ooh.
This is a pretty good picture, and especially for Dominique. I think she looks weirdly short.
Yeah. How is this like Joni's crumping shot, though?
Not at all. Her leg is up.
I get that they're trying to say it's camp, but still fashion, but I actually don't think Dominique's is that camp.
No. The most camp thing about her are her shoes.
Yeah.
I think she looks tiny. I think she looks short.
She does look short.
Maybe do too.
Katarzyna is so tiny behind her and is yet somehow still taller.
Yeah.
The proportions of this are
Cat kind of
rivaling
looks like the
Cat's.
mom who's like, bye, girls.
I'm dropping you off at the plane today.
You're going to boarding school.
You're
I'm
going
little
to
stepmother.
abroad.
Abroad boarding school.
You're going to get a little polish abroad.
Y'all, abroading school?
Ah!
How dare you?
Swish.
Very dare you. Stacey Ann is next. They get on her case for saying that she looks like she only has one leg. That is the photo's fault.
That's Whitney's in front of her. It's photoshopped. What are you talking? That's the dumbest. There is stuff to critique about this shot. It is not very successful, but that is a weird thing to say.
It definitely looks like Stacey Ann and Whitney are a couple that just got married and they're going on.
There should be tin cans on the plane.
Stacey Ann was definitely leaning on the railing of the plane steps when she
Yes.
actually took this photo.
Yes.
Because it looks like she's about to fall over.
Yeah.
Not her fault.
The only thing I like about this photo is that I do like she's holding her hat as if it's just about to fly off.
Yeah, like there's
That's
the
fine.
fan. The fan was actually doing something.
Yeah. She had one of the better outfits too.
Yeah, I mean it's like not her best photo, but I don't feel like it's her fault. I think she's a victim of this photo shoot.
I just don't think it's worse enough than everyone else's.
No,
Absolutely not. Not the way they're acting.
especially the next person, Whitney, mouth open in every fucking photo.
Y'all, I'm going to say it. And I feel like photo-wise, and only photo-wise, I've been more defensive of Whitney. This is bad.
This is a horrible photo. How is she balancing on this? Like, clearly she was touching the rail as well.
Yeah.
Because how could she hold this pose with her leg like that?
Oh my God. Were they all on this?
Yes, I bet you
Yes.
this is all their.
It is all. They did take all of their best photos from the one position, but then put them in a little line.
Then why do they have to do it?
Why?
Why do they have to spend all that time in the cold, windy tarmac?
This
if
is
they were
so stupid. I never realized this. I never realized that it was all their photo from the ladder.
This is the stupidest photo shoot.
Oh, one more thing about Whitney. Tyra calls out in a good way how naturally Whitney is standing when she is doing the most unnatural, hands on the hips, patented confident pose.
Yeah.
After Whitney is Anya.
Anya's is pretty great.
I love this hand on the. This is like Stacey Ann. I like Stacey Ann, but Stacey Ann wishes with this hand
Yeah.
on her hat.
Yeah. It is very,
Absolutely.
this is what Stacey Ann's was supposed to be.
I just wrote, wow, what a great week for Anya.
Mhm.
And this
What a
is you can't
true
see
win.
fully half her face, and it's
Yep.
still a good photo.
Not sneering.
And then Tyra talks about how surprised she is that Anya won the challenge because she thought the guests at the party, when talking to Anya, would say, "What is that? That's such a weird accent."
Why does she think having an accent is the worst thing a model can have? Your job is to take photos and walk silently.
Also, a lot of models have accents.
As Mr. J pointed out not 5 minutes ago, this is an international show.
Yep.
And Anya does, unfortunately, what is the correct thing and just is like, kind of nods and like, okay, well, I won. So, Don't know what to tell you, Tyra. I'm the first call out this week. Please let me have this.
She's pretty stunning in this photo.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then this is where it gets very strange to me. Fatima, we're not going to talk about you because you didn't have a photo. But she did go to the party, and we're not talking about that. See, we've erased Fatima from this episode other than the travel.
And Paulina was the teacher this cycle, so
Yeah.
she could have talked about teach stuff.
Yeah. Fatima must have done really bad at this party, right?
I don't think she did well. She didn't do that good at the teach. This is edited in such a way to justify what happens soon.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm going to announce which one of you missed your flight.
Wah, wah, wah.
Private panel.
On Katarzyna's business card, it says, "Pretty good model, awesome legs."
Nigel actually almost says her name right, which is such a dream at this point. I feel like Miss J is the only one who's continuing this Dominique is a man thing, and everyone
Yeah.
else is like, even Tyra seems to be literally being like, okay, we're done. Like, they're
Although Paulina says of Dom, what is there to improve in the first place?
Oh, I took that as
as like she's already up there?
Yeah.
I also took that as a very positive
the tone
thing, but it's
was
a weird
oddly
sentence.
mean. Yeah.
Everyone, though, at this panel seems so fucking pissed to be here.
Yeah.
I think they're cold.
Yeah, they've been sitting in a hangar.
You sit in a hangar, Alexander. Tell me you can judge 7 women.
So they say, we're going to look at Fatima's body of work. They say that the homeless shot was one of their favorite photos. That's a full lie.
I think, did they not like it? Did we remember the call out?
I don't think they liked it.
I don't remember. I do love Miss J reminding us of the meat shoot. Refuses to not let us remember it.
And does the perfect imitation of the Pekingese Fatima face.
Love it. So good. They also act like they didn't like get their underwear in a bunch over the armpit.
Uh-huh.
And they said that picture was stunning. And they said,
cool, Stacey Ann won that week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bigger sin is acting like Stacey Ann hasn't had good photos. Her last 2 have not been as good. So you can make an argument the argument they eventually make about that she's plateaued, taken separately from Fatima's whole thing. You can sort of
you could argue
and see. Yeah.
You could argue
but
it.
to act like she's never had a good photo is insane.
And to act like last week we didn't learn that she's the most bookable according to clients. She has a good walk. Like, it's weird. They also try to do the whole well, if, when people don't have a picture, they go home. But Shannon stayed. I'm like, yeah, because 2 people didn't have a picture.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If Shannon was the only one without a picture, I guarantee you she would have gone home. Alexander, Hannah, I have something in my hand.
Okay. Call out order.
It could be a blank photo.
You're jumping ahead.
It could be a blank photo
of you.
Fatima.
I'm sorry. I know I'm jumping ahead, but I love it so much.
Okay. Anya, first call out.
Obviously.
Yes, clearly.
Great. Lauren, yes.
Photo. It's great.
Dominique,
mm-hmm.
Katarzyna, and Whitney stays out of the bottom for Fatima and Stacey Ann, because we already know we've already basically been told that that's going to be the case.
It should have been Whitney Fatima, right?
Yes.
And I would have saved Whitney, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Uh-huh.
I would have saved Whitney in that case. We need to talk about the fact that these girls have to go on a platform that I don't even know how they got to.
How did they climb this
Get
platform?
off the stage and get onto the platform.
Because this would have been so cute if they got their photo and got to go on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
How do you miss that moment?
Well, we know how.
Well, we know. But even still, they still could have done this bit at the end.
True.
Okay.
Ugh,
so
mad.
after the blank photo of Fatima, so Fatima obviously stays. And
my favorite part of this
Oh.
is Tyra saying, they look at your photos, Fatima, and they're disappointed that you don't have a visa. That's the overwhelming feeling looking at your photos.
And then she says a full lie. She says, your body of work is much stronger than Stacey Ann's, but this is a lesson, Fatima, in responsibility. No, it is not, because she stays. And if it was truly a lesson in responsibility, she would have been kicked off the show.
Also, much stronger is, even if you thought it was stronger, much stronger is a huge stretch.
Yeah.
Then Fatima has to climb up onto the platform.
Yeah, everyone had to. Everyone had to. I don't know how the first person did it. Poor Anya just leapt, transformed into the werewolf that she is, leapt up there and then transformed back. We have to watch Stacey Ann get the least send-off ever. She doesn't get to go home. She has to close the hangar emergency door.
And then, just to be a little bit more Avril Lavigne to these girls, they find out that they're going to the beautiful, romantic Rome.
Woo!
Are they going on a private plane? No! That's for the judges.
My judges are already stars. They travel first class private. First class and private.
First class private.
Which I'm gonna argue, if it's a private plane, everyone in it is first class.
Yep. They also leave through a door that says hearing protection required beyond this point, and none of those women have hearing protection.
Talk about iconically. Have fun on your commercial flight.
They always take a commercial flight.
I think that's so funny this time, though.
It's
so funny. It's so mean. But Anya's not going to let them be assholes. She's like, yeah. And then they're all just trapped on this platform to the end of time.
Was Tyra depressed? Why is this all she can come up with for Rome? Where were the dancing spaghettis?
They couldn't make it to Long Island Airport.
Oh, get ready for a fun update. Stacey Ann Frequire, Fequiere.
Feque? Yeah.
Maybe. Got signed to base models in Miami, has walked for designers, a lot of Miami stuff. She went back there in one fashion show called Miami Function. So like fashion with the word funk at the top. And Toronto Fashion Week.
Or the word function, JW.
Sure. I don't like this now. She also eventually made it to the semifinals of the Victoria's Secret model search.
Ooh.
She got that 17, Jamrock, Fair Lady, Winter Park, Vacas, Glamour, South Africa, and has worked for Amon's Global Chic collection on HSN. Ooh. Very big on Instagram and Twitter.
Nice.
Top model Stacey Ann. How you can find her.
Great.
But the name is King Statius. So that's what Stacey goes with. King Statius. Humanitarian.
Humanitarian?
Yeah, probably. But the way she spells it is she takes every single syllable separately.
Oh,
so it's
weird.
As I was reading, it looked like yeah.
Weird.
Blessed and highly favored. God first. Activist. With a fist emoji. Does her Snapchat a link tree? First link tree I've seen. Love.
Ooh.
Here's some fun stuff from her Instagram. She was in a runway in New York Fashion Week in 2019 where all the models ate flaming hot Cheetos while they walked down the runway. And there's a lot of really cool pictures of it that was part of Cheetos House of Flaming Hot Couture. Love it.
My pauses are my own.
Yep. She also recently went to aviation school. And graduated.
As
and
a real fuck you to this episode.
And I was like, and flew straight to Rome. and was studying at St. John's University and applying to business school and moving into her first home. That was a little while ago. But she is very active on Twitter and Instagram, has about 40,000 followers. You can see a lot. She models a lot, looks the exact same, has a banging bod. I'll just say it. Like, I was just like, I kind of bring it up because that whole Marvita thing.
Right,
I was
right.
like, you have an amazing body, Stacey Ann.
I hope she's walking around naked every day.
Every day.
In front of her husband.
Every day. And that's the most fun thing. Her husband, Marvin, wrote a song for her called Top Model. They licensed and used that song in Cycle 13 as the elimination song for the Fade Out.
What revenge. What sweet revenge for Stacey Ann.
It, you power couple.
I love, you know what? Stacey Ann, real quick eulogy. I think you know my feelings, but I didn't remember a lot about Stacey Ann.
No.
What a great contestant.
Yeah. And fully fucked over by the show.
Mm-hmm.
Great look, fun personality, not treated well by the show, but really seemed to be making her own fun along the way, and still a working model.
Who is working.
Absolutely. I'm just... What a fun discovery on a rewatch.
If you think we're a fun discovery, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing from you. Go to podleadum.com to send us an email. Send us a handwritten note in our P.O. box. Like us on Spotify. Follow us there. Write a review on Podchaser if that's your truth. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Reach out to me on Instagram at Hannah Jean Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump on the Twitter.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum and Stacey Ann was robbed whenever you tweet about us so that we can...
Stacey Stands, let me know where you
Stacey
are.
Stands.
Stacey Stands, make your voices heard.
So for PodLeadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jean Ginsburg.
I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.